Do you want to go or you want me to go?
Welcome back, everybody. We're live, so we're waiting for Jack. So he's gonna hop on anytime. But this actually is his topic: what investors really do in between deals. And
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I just had that one start playing on the other screen. I just have the chat open so I can moderate. Um, I do think it's kind of interesting because like we can get super antsy like when we're constantly looking at deals on market and you don't have the money saved up yet, so you're just trying to like it's like you want to do something, or let's say you've even done a deal recently and you're kind of stuck in the in between phase, like okay, you know I gotta finish doing all this stuff and then I can finally start looking again. um, but it is important, I think, to build some really good habits. Kind of like what got us there will continue to get us to the next deal and the next deal and so on. Saving, really what I focus on is especially like when I'm getting into a mode of aggressively saving for a deal, just like cutting out going out to eat, maybe washing my car at home instead of at crew car wash. I just went and did that earlier today because I had salt on it. You guys don't have that problem in California. Um, but just I feel like there's a lot of different phases we kind of go through when we're in between deals or hunting for the next one, or got our hands tied and can't do anything at the moment.
yeah, I feel like it's pretty difficult for everybody to just like think about saving because there's so much saving you can do, right? Like you're probably just using one streaming like Netflix or and that's it. But I think like in my normal day-to-day life, like I minimize everything as much as I can. So like there's no more saving as an option because like now we're cutting into bare necessities. Like we're gonna buy toilet paper, right? And we're gonna buy food. So but not other ways to make income, but
Mhm.
just trying to maximize. Like I'm always running in scenarios of like maximizing what you already have. So that being like I have options to contribute to my 401k. That's what I do. I looked at as like kind of like an extra saving as a piggy bank, like worst case scenario, I can always take it out. I will pay penalties and stuff. Like I can do that, monthly. And I even try to front load that during the beginning of the year. So much so I also, this is not advice whatsoever, but I also claim extra deductions throughout the year so I get more cash out of my paycheck. And even if I have to pay like taxes the following year, which I always do, at least it's not money that's been lent to the government interest free. So like I pay them like the following year in October. And I'm always trying to calculate that, for example, because I'm single and I only have so many deductions that I can claim. So I'm always trying to calculate what my tax rate is would be. It's going to be a little bit different next year, but that's some of the things that I do in between deals. Like I do adjust my paycheck, how much I can get according to how much I'm making and what kind of deductions I could think during the year that I could take extra. For example, donation. I also donate, so I can claim that as I'd rather donate to some nonprofit that I like rather than have that go into taxes.
Oh, that makes sense. That
Yeah.
makes sense. I did see some people texting in the chat or posting messages in the chat. Man, I sound like a boomer right now. Mark saying aloha from Hawaii. What's going on, man? Got Flavio from Grandview, Washington. What's up, dude? And then we have old guy REI
Mhm.
saying aloha from Watsonville, California. I don't
Yeah.
know why I butchered that. He said saving is hard. Um, I agree. I agree, and it's something that feels super difficult. It's kind of like I would almost consider saving like all just as difficult as like adhering to a very specific diet. Although I think the diet thing is a lot harder because sugar and really good tasting things, um, but it's not fun at all. I think, at least. but it's nice to see the results.
Mhm.
So, you know, like we don't like not going out wherever we want to, whenever we want to, or going on whatever vacations. But it's pretty cool to watch that number get bigger and bigger and see the interest that you're getting, and then being able to go do something with that to make more money while you're not working. And I think if you focus on that end result a little bit more, it makes it more enjoyable. Like you know, collecting pieces, uh, pieces, parcels, and then getting to the point where you can continue to buy more or move your pieces around and get better things. Kind of like Monopoly, you know, you buy four of the houses, convert it into an apartment building.
Flavio says salt. What do you use salt for?
Oh, Flavia, I know you guys have snow. You're in Washington, dude. Jack knows what I'm talking about. Salt all over the vehicles. If he can hear me.
Yeah, I'm in the Rust Belt. Our vehicles have a lifespan because of salt. Why am I having so much trouble with this camera holder today? Am I on camera?
Yes, you
You
are.
are on camera. Yeah.
My whole face?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All I can see is everyone's eyeballs.
Oh. Well, you look fine. I
I'm good
think
enough with that. All right.
yeah, I think you may have had the orientation mess up or something like that. But you look. I mean, you're centered in camera, so that's all good.
Good enough.
Flavio said, "What is the secret that you folks haven't shared on saving and add $1 to your property? Oh, adding more money to property. I
Oh, that's a
think,
good one.
yeah, I think one thing that I like to look at is other ways that I can improve what I already have. So, in between buying properties, I think it's important to reflect on how you're spending the money that you are on your current properties and how you could save money, optimize things. You know, maybe you can go get better rates on your insurance. That can save you a couple $100 a year per property. Maybe you can go get a different quotes on the trash services if you pay for that. Or I saw something where Matt was talking about lumberjack landlord was talking about using specific toilets and different things like that to be able to minimize the amount of water if you're paying the water. And I know a lot of the duplexes and stuff that I look at least, like there's only one water line, so you're generally paying that. So I think that's a really interesting thing to look at.
I
What
like
about you guys?
don't use my debit card at all. I use everything that I can pay with the credit card. I literally pay with the credit card because I collect the points. If anybody sees me traveling, the most likely it's been for traveling from credit card points that rewards on hotels. Like every single thing is paid flights throughout the last, I don't know, 5, 6 years. It's been all paid to credit card points. So I seemingly don't spend any money on trips whatsoever.
That's pretty sweet. What about you, Jack?
I try to optimize and like, so if everything is done and the place is rented out, I'll do more of the hard, like the money value, the more of the money value things. So like, that's when I'll do like your roofs and like, if I rent it out, and for example, the hot water tank is 8 years old, I'll replace the hot water tank, like stuff that actually will show up as a good buy and like a home inspection report. Those are like the small things I try to take care of, as well as just like another thing I'll do is on another property I was working on a retaining wall, for example. So like just different things that add curb appeal that you could see in the sheets. So like I'm not going to tackle big projects, but just little things.
Gotcha, like doing some, maybe some landscaping and stuff like that, or updating, um, main mechanicals, making sure everything's
Yeah,
operational.
I
yeah.
also don't update anything on my primary residence, so everything here is falling apart, and that's not gonna get fixed. I don't know how long, but basically, I don't spend any money updating my house, but I spend all the money updating my rentals.
Yeah, same here. And even poor Cynthia's place. she's like, when are you gonna do this stuff? I was just like, I don't know, probably never. I was like, there's a reason why a car mechanic would rather buy another car than fix his own stuff.
Yeah, I would equate that to being like a handyman or a contractor. And when you're out working all day on all of your houses, you're like, well, all the other people's houses and properties and whatnot. Like having to go work on your own stuff sucks. But what else do you guys do in between deals? That's maybe not even real estate centric, just things that keep you on track for saving and working towards the next deal.
Honestly, one of my favorite things to do between deals is something we're doing right now. I like to get on with friends on YouTube and stuff and talk about real estate. It keeps your mind sharp and just practicing your buy box.
No, I think that's a really good point. So just talking with friends and continuing to talk real estate, not lose your skills on underwriting and everything like that by, you bought one, you're not going to buy one for a while, but you're still continuing to work on it. So when it is time to buy again, you've got your buy box narrowed and you're sharp on your numbers and so on.
Sorry, Lynn, we're friends now. I'm dragging your coolness factor down.
No, we knew we were friends since last year. I was following Jack around at the conference.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I actually switched this year. So I'm going to be, because last year I did the VIP tickets and I felt like I got separated away from a lot of the group because there's maybe 40, 50 people that got those. But I didn't spend as much time downstairs. And this time I was thinking about it because I did buy the VIP ticket and I was like, wait a minute, why am I going to this event again? To hang out with the people? So why am I going to go try to hang out with the speakers instead? Now, not that that's not a good thing, because you can do both.
No, and I was lucky enough. Okay, so someone bought me and Cynthia our tickets, and I'm not going to disclose who, obviously. And they wanted to know if I wanted the VIP section, and that was basically my answer. It's just like, I really enjoy talking to everyone. I was just like, the speakers, most of them are on Zuber's channel, and they say a lot of similar stuff every week. So, yeah, it'd be cool to hang out with them, but they're going to come out, and you can talk to them for a couple seconds here and there, and it's fine. Like, I'm there to hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
The crowd dwellers.
Oh, man, I switched this year. I moved to VIP to see if I can talk to the speakers.
You guys should just trade tickets is what you should have did.
Yeah, I should have gave you my ticket. Yeah, the reason I downgraded was I thought I would get, you're going to get more out of, in my opinion, just talking to everybody else that is showing up there for the event. Because, I know people will get, what do you call it? I'm trying to think of the word, star something, it's not star shock.
Starstruck.
Starstruck, yes. Talking to the speakers and stuff like that. Oh, it's really cool to meet them, see what they did. But at the end of the day, they're all just regular people, and I think it's easy to, well, one, you're going to be able to connect with them throughout the event, but also meeting other people that are in the crowd that are just like all of us that have done the exact same thing, which there's hundreds of them there that are either working on it or a lot of them are way farther ahead than me. We've got retired people in the crowd that aren't working. They just come there as a family reunion to hang out with everybody. But
the one thing I'll say is, as far as speakers, of all the speakers I talked to, the lumberjack landlord was the one that caught me off guard. Because you see his personality on camera and stuff, and I don't know necessarily what I was expecting, because it's just it's just a person. But whatever you imagine yourself, or whatever you imagine him as, when you meet him in person, he is even more kind. He's even more generous. He is whatever you imagine. double it.
I will say,
And he's way taller. But you think he's just like a nice guy, and then you meet him in person, and it's just like, oh, he's just a really giant teddy bear.
I will say though, Len, if you do have like a specific question for the speaker, and that's like why you got the VIP, I do think that could be worth it. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
it's like a $300 or $400 difference. So if there's like one tiny thing that you can like take away from talking to one of them and asking them specific questions that's going to help you in your portfolio, it really doesn't even have to be a big thing. Just one little thing in real estate, you know, just since it's all the value in real estate is so magnified, like I see it as being 100% worth it to pay the difference. I just didn't want to this year because I wanted to have my plane ticket covered and everything like that.
You know what? Sometimes you hear the same message from different people, but you only get clarity from that message from a moment, and it could be anybody, right? It can be a friend or somebody you're listening to. So I just wanted to experience like if I'm going to get, I don't know, like Dylan. I think you quit your W-2 when you came back from the conference, right? Like you went into after the conference, yeah. So I just wanted to see if I'm getting like an additional spurt of motivation from talking to the speakers. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm 100% for it, and I think the cost difference is so minimal in the grand scheme of things that it could be tremendously impactful to go and talk to the people, especially the people that have done exactly what you're wanting to do. And I'd imagine there's like specific speakers that you wanted to talk to during the event, and you're going to have like that was the cool thing about it. There was plenty of time to like sit there and talk to Matt and Mike and everybody during lunch and stuff. And I enjoyed it, but I thought for like this upcoming year, like, okay, I did that last year. Now let me do the, let's just go hang out with everybody and meet everybody that's showing up for the event.
But I think it's so open too. Like you can hang out with whoever you want, technically.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you just walk back and forth. Like I could have walked back and forth the whole time, but I just stayed upstairs for the most part. And then we all went out to the bars and stuff till like 2 a.m.
I can't stay up anymore.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was like me, Ray, Mark, Harrison. I'm trying to think of who else. It's just
I was there for a while.
Well, I know you were there. You're on the panel, so I was already including you.
Yeah, but I left early. I'm trying to think what time I left though.
What'd you say, Lynn? Sorry.
You're gonna be a speaker now, or is it?
No, that's a different Dylan.
Okay.
I actually had this on the video me and Curtis just did. He was like, "Dylan, you're speaking, right?" And I was like, "No, man, no." I think at this point I might as well just like hop up there and do something real quick, but because everybody's been mentioning it to me, but it's another
especially since it's Dylan and Gen Z, it makes it very confusing.
Yeah, so it's I don't know his entire story, but I watched a video of, well, I listened to a video of him and Zuber talking, and it sounds like he does a lot of flips and raises private money. But yeah, it sounds like he's been doing it for a while, doing really good at it. So it'll be interesting to see what he has to say. But it is another Gen Z Dylan, in fact. What are you guys looking forward to the most about the conference?
I'm looking forward most to like Thursday, the first full day. I want to spend time with the group. I want me and Cynthia go out and do some of our own stuff, because the big thing was like I can hang out with everyone and talk real estate the entire day and have a blast. Okay, Cynthia isn't going to be into that, so I figure I'll start the day off with the group, and then at some point we'll leave, unless they go to like the strip or something. Then we'll just keep hanging out and stuff. It depends on what they do. But I definitely want to see the strip with Cynthia again, and I want to see if we can't get like discounted like chopper rides to see the Vegas Strip. But I want to try and take my camera with me this year, because like one of the things I really enjoyed was looking at the mountains all around Vegas and stuff, and I wanted to try and take some pictures of that.
I'd recommend going to Red Rock. What about you, Lynn?
I'm getting there Thursday night, so hopefully you guys will have like some kind of dinner that I can join. But I don't know.
Dennis.
I'm gonna try to do the Dennis meetup maybe like early.
Mhm.
So and then I think Friday is Brandon doing early coffee or
Mhm.
something like that for sure. I'm an early riser, so that's for sure. And just hang out. Like I know the speakers, the majority of the speakers I know their story. I think the only speaker I know Pace is a great like speech person, so like it's gonna be fun. But Rio State con Andrea, like the doctor from Venezuela, like I want to talk to her in person.
I'm curious to hear her story. I'm not too familiar with her.
Yeah, basically, she was a doctor in Venezuela, and she trying to escape socialism. She immigrated here, met her husband. Her husband was already in construction, own a construction company or something along the lines. And she basically came up with like, you're flipping houses. Why don't you keeping any of the houses? And then she helped them build their flipping business and the rental business that they have. And now she has a school community just like Super does, and she's one of like Pace's group kind of thing. So she also is becoming like bigger. Like she's number one on school, I think, for real estate schools.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty
Oh,
cool.
I remember hearing Zuber talk to her now because I remember them saying that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Sounds like Flavio's saying his favorite thing to do that he's looking forward to is meeting all of us and Mark to see if he's the same person in real life. He is. He is the exact same person.
Flavia, are you going to bring your bulletproof vest? I hear Vegas is pretty rough.
It can be. Not where I'm going though. I'll tell you that. I'm looking forward to. There's a sushi place that I go to every single time I'm in Vegas. It's either a sushi place or Korean barbecue, but both of those are really good. And I think they're owned by the same people because both menus have the same sushi because it's a sushi and Korean barbecue place. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. That's probably gonna be my favorite thing while I'm there. I'm not gonna lie.
Was that the Korean barbecue place we went to last year?
Yeah.
Or
yeah, they have sushi
yeah,
too.
that was the first time I was ever at a place like that, and I was sitting next to Harrison, and he's like, he kept asking me, he's like, "What are you going to order, Jack?" And I was like, "I don't even know how to pronounce half this stuff." I was like, "Just pick for me."
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I was like, "We're all sharing anyway." I was like, "Just pick for me."
Yeah. But for anybody that is in Vegas or is going to be in Vegas, it's called Huaro, like HWARO. It's really good.
I'm glad you spelled that.
Yeah, they have a second one too. It's called Huaro 2. So I don't know if it was just so busy that they had to open the second one and put a 2 on it, but
For anybody that's going to stay at the strip, there is the Cosmopolitan. There's a spot that's secret. It's called Secret Pizza, and it's New York style pizza. It's really good. There's always like a huge line.
Have you gone to any of the secret like the speakeasies within the? Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah.
I like the what is it, like Snow Lounge? Is that in the Cosmo?
I think it's like a Winterland, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite ones. And then the place in the Aria, like they had a little whole like there was a performer in there singing and stuff while we were in there. It was pretty cool.
I couldn't find any of them last year, but I wouldn't mind going to. Mikey was showing me one before we left, and then he had his injury. But he was showing me one. It was like was it 1920s? I think it was like Roaring Twenties speakeasy, and we were supposed to go there, but he decided to be healthy and get into a bicycle accident.
Is that the one that's inside the barber shop, or is that the one in the Aria?
I got no idea. He found it. And he's like, "How's this look to you?" I was like, "It looks fantastic." I was like, "I'm gonna bring a fedora," and then like he got hurt, and I didn't do any of the follow-up research.
I think I've been there, but I don't remember where it is.
Yeah,
Vegas is a blur sometimes.
I can remember where the one in the Aria is. I want to see somebody gamble for real on our trip too. Like I haven't like last time we were just like walking past the machines. I'm not gonna do it myself, but I want to see somebody throwing down hundreds on blackjack.
Who's gonna do that?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see if I can find somebody. I just want to enjoy the stress from afar, you know? It's not my money that I'm betting, but I want to watch somebody else bet money like crazy.
There was, I think it's Lars that likes to play blackjack.
Mm.
Yeah. Cameron does too. He said he likes to play, and I was like, "Man, I didn't see that." He was like, "Yeah, I waited until everybody went to bed, and then I went to the blackjack tables."
My boyfriend likes to play craps. He's pretty good at it.
I have never
I-
played that one. I'm also not good at any of these games. I always lose money every single time.
I like craps. Yeah, I like craps. I'm okay at it. I'm not great.
Yeah, is there being good at any of these games though, to be fair? Because I feel like if anybody did, well, if most people did make money at any of these games, there's, the casinos wouldn't exist. So I know there's people that say that they're sharps and they're super good at gambling and stuff like that, but the casinos can just kick you out if you make money. So I don't know. I don't believe a lot of these people that are like, oh yeah, I'm like really good at this. And I'm like, Caesars would have just kicked you out if you made too much money there. Just telling you. But no, it's fun to watch. Sorry, I was responding to something really quick. But yeah, anything else that you guys want to cover, like going into the event? Is everybody getting there on Wednesday, or are you guys getting there on Thursday? I think you said Thursday, Lynn.
Yeah, Thursday I'm driving there, so I'm gonna be there like late afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm flying in Wednesday. My goal is to be in a room by 7, so we can like sit down for a minute, catch our breath, and then go to Denny's.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think I haven't booked my ticket yet, but my plan.
I
I was
haven't
in,
either, but there's a lot of planes that come in at 6. Well, I'm just gonna shoot for one of them.
I just
Nice,
did
Curtis.
that. PE Turner Curtis, we cry in between deals.
Yeah, just like seeing all the good stuff pass you by. Can't buy that one. Just bought this. I hate when I'll look at something and I swear like I've had things pop up like after I bought my triplex, like seeing like an 8-unit building pop up. Like I couldn't have bought that anyways, but like I see it every day, and I really wanted that.
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys not to completely destroy and change topics? Okay.
Mhm.
Something I've been thinking about for the past week or two is I'm going back to a renovation project I've been working on for a while for myself. And I don't have any pictures to show you guys, unfortunately. I may have a video on my channel, which is useless for us right now. But would you guys rip out an old school like ball and claw bathtub and put in something modern? Or would you just suck it up and just leave it there?
I would.
Wow, what is that?
Are you talking about the So like, is it a steel tub? Is that where it's got the feet like that goes down, like that?
It's got the feet and the claw that goes around the ball.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I would rip that stuff out so fast with a sawzall. Like some people
It does not belong in his house. It just does not belong.
Yeah.
But like I feel guilty because it's like it's all fancy. His bathroom is done to like is done to the nines and stuff. But it's just like I'm like looking around, just like this house is like literally a mile from being in the ghetto. I was like, it does not deserve to have this, and it's just going to be abused.
Is it
Like,
functional?
what is this doing here?
Does it function? The bathtub.
What's
like,
that?
Does it?
Oh, it works fine as far as I know.
Then
Pitch it as an amenity.
why repair something that's working? I don't know.
It's just I think it's going to cause more future maintenance is the problem
Mm.
because they require they require additional care and stuff, and tenants aren't going to do it.
Yeah, I don't really like I know a lot of people will say they like some of the old stuff, but generally I feel like you have to be really good at design to keep things that are older and make it flow
Yeah.
with newer apartment design. I'm not good at that, so I like to rip everything out and redo it.
I like
Good.
things with character, so it probably would be something that stands out. And from my perspective, from one perspective, that would be a unique thing to have, and I'll feel like classy if I was renting it at something.
Yeah. See,
But I'm
you have
against like fixing things that are not broken. Also,
yeah. Well, you have more of an eye for that then.
hmm
I do not. So I just, gray walls, gray floors, light fixtures.
yeah, we used to have gray everything. Now it's a white. Everybody likes white better.
Yeah, that's what we've started doing. But all of my previous stuff is gray now. So I have to change away from millennial gray to white because that's what's in style. Everybody just wants completely white walls and everything like that, which is kind of cool because like with the LVPs, when you're doing gray walls, you couldn't really do like a light brown flooring. Like I just felt like it looked weird.
Mhm.
But now with the white, you could do a really dark brown, or you could do like a gray, or you could do a light brown, wood plank look. I think it kind of opens it up.
So the one renovation project I did last year on one of my properties, Harrison has officially named it because I can't come with a better name for the units. But he's named it the Hershey Kiss. I painted it like it had brown and white trim, so the white trim turned brown because there's just too much brown.
Mm-hmm.
So the white trim turned brown. It had hospital asylum white that turned into almond, and then I put semi-gloss white ceiling, and I put like a tannish light brown LVP down on the floor, and it looked fantastic. When I was showing Harrison it through the video, I can't remember if he said this on the video or if he named it this after the video that we did together, but he's like, it's a Hershey Kiss.
Dude,
I was just like, and I was like, are you making fun of me? He's just like, no, Hershey Kisses are fantastic. But I actually love,
it's wild.
but I really love how that one turned out.
We need
Yeah.
pictures for me to like picture it.
I want to see how you semi-gloss the ceiling, dude.
No, semi-gloss paint.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's all shiny and stuff. I always do a flat. Yeah.
Mine's shiny.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Like I need to see pictures.
Well, the reason why I had shiny is because it doesn't have good lighting.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
And,
well, you also made it all brown instead of white.
Yeah, it doesn't have good lighting, and I painted it darker colors. So I was thinking, like, maybe if I make it shiny, it will help. And I don't know if it did or not. And you can't even tell it's semi-gloss, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll do like this is my hack for like when I'm redoing a unit, especially if I'm replacing the flooring and everything like that. I will just get eggshell and I will spray paint the ceiling and walls the exact same color. And for some reason, since it was flat on the ceiling beforehand, it just looks flat, even though it's eggshell paint. And then I eggshell the walls. Perfect.
Yeah, I think Frank said that you could do that, right? You can start with flat and then finish with eggshell or semi-gloss.
Yeah, I don't even do that. I just get out the paint sprayer and it's just eggshell everything.
Yeah. Just the finish has to be whatever you want.
Yeah. I think some people do that because it could be cheaper if you do like your first few coats in flat or whatever. I see that Flavio said, well, first, I thought there was somebody that said hi, and I wanted to make sure we acknowledge Duality C. I just wanted to say hello. And then I saw that Flavio said he does like that style of white walls when a tenant moves out. It's easy to do touch up. Yes, I've learned the
It's
hard
easy
way.
to clean too.
Yes, I've learned the hard way. You cannot touch up paint eggshell. You have to paint the whole wall. I mean, you can, but it's going to have different shines because of how it sets. So that's fun. Got any other hacks? I guess.
So
Or share.
So talking about what you're talking about, so something I learned while doing auto body work is you don't just touch up like a small area or try to fade it in and out because then it makes it completely obvious. You take it from seam to seam. So like if you're doing a front panel, you paint the whole front panel, even if it's just a small area. And that's why people get confused in the auto body industry. But like it's $600 to fix up this tiny little nick. Yeah, because the whole thing needs painted.
That makes sense.
The eye will between the black lines of like the hood of the car and like the door creates like a buffer, and if it's slightly off your eyes can't necessarily see it unless you really look. And that's kind of how I've taken that philosophy into painting houses and stuff. So I'll take it to corner, especially a dark corner, because it's going to make it harder for your eyes to detect that the paint colors are different.
So one thing that I will throw in here while we're doing hacks is if you have like a hole in wood, or you've got a window frame that's kind of coming apart or something like that, or you've had like dry rot in the window and you need to repair the wood. Speaking of automotive, I use Bondo. I will just fill in the cracks and I'll sand it down. It's way cheaper than getting a new window, but that's a landlord special right there. I'll tell you.
I had someone.
What?
I don't know much about
I
Oh, what were you saying?
Oh, I had a handyman once. He did something similar, but he used tiger hair for like his big giant like gaping thing of like rotten, like the door frame was rotting out.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who don't know what tiger hair is, it's Bondo with fiberglass fibers in it, so it is a lot harder, and it's basically you're working with fiberglass that's semi-sandable.
No, that's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. I do like me some Bondo. I'm not gonna lie, and wood filler. Have you seen the it's like a reel that I saw going around, but it was like somebody had punched a hole in drywall, and the person throws a sheet of paper over it, and then they just roll paint on it, and they're good to go.
I've seen them put tape, so clear tape,
Yeah,
keep it up and then roll all over.
that is insane.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, I don't do that stuff in my rentals. I also don't paint over the switches. If you are a landlord that does paint over the switches, do not. Just take the plates off. It doesn't take that long. Put them back on. It makes it look so much better. But when I see a switch or an outlet that has just been roller painted over it, come on, that was like 30 seconds, maybe.
Jack is not saying anything because he's done it before.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking about the current project I'm working on, which is like every outlet is painted over. I'm just like, you're kind of giving me a PTSD moment. Just like, oh man, I gotta add that to the shopping list for Lowe's. Buy 32 outlet covers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you really want to just replace the outlets really quickly, all you have to do is get a white spray paint can, and you just go around to all of them and just change the color back to white.
See, I thought about that, but they use the paintbrush, so you get the streaks and stuff on them.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
So it's like by the time I'm done sanding it, I could just go out and buy them and replace them all.
Yeah. Well, and I'm not going to sit here and recommend code violations like painting an outlet. But yeah, that's all I got. Unless y'all got something else. today.
I do. I am done with my last bird, like finally.
Mhm.
And
Forever?
no, not forever. I'm
Oh,
sure
okay.
I'm gonna pick up. But this year, 4 birds, 2 unit turnover, 1 eviction. So I'm done with like that last work, and it kind of feels good that I don't have to follow up with like no more contractors and nothing else other than just get that unit rented.
Have you
Hopefully.
completed the refi?
No, so I'm shopping around for the refi. We'll see what happens.
Sweet. I've been talking to Joel
Me
Joel
too.
Farrell. Oh yeah, nice. I was like, hey, I'm buying this property in cash. Well, potentially. When can I refi? And he's like, 3 months or so.
Mm.
We'll see.
Huh.
But yeah, no, congrats on that, on finishing that up. I'll tell you, it is very cold in Indiana right now, and finding tenants is difficult,
I
especially good
know.
ones.
I don't expect to find anybody right away. I kind of knew since we didn't finish in October. So
Yeah, I would say October for me is really like the last good month to lease to people because it's still fall, it's still slightly warm out. But when we get into December, where sometimes it says it feels like 8 degrees or 7 degrees outside, people are not wanting to move, and I'm noticing with houses as well, they're just not moving for that same reason.
yeah, actually, I picked up a house in October and had to turn it over, and then we have a tenant already. So they signed a lease like last week of November. So it was, I think that's like the cutoff, I would say. Like October, like the last week of October would be the last cutoff for like having the tenant move in. And yeah.
Yeah,
Flavio says, "Are you looking for something in the market?" Not currently, not right now. I'm gonna keep my promise and stay stay off the market for the remaining of the year.
It's
I
only
hope.
3 weeks.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I saw this video where somebody was like, "I paid my mortgage for the rest of the year." I know some of y'all can't do that, but I'm just letting you know, I paid it. Like the comments are like, wait a minute, it's December. Flavio said he has
You have
3 houses in.
empty houses. Why? You
He's
don't
got
got
this
snow
house.
right now.
He's got this house that the electricity hasn't been on in 10 years. So he's
Mhm.
got to have like the city come by and check it out just to confirm everything's all right. But yeah, it sounds like that's a fun one so far.
Mm. I do have like 2 empty units. So 2 and then the one that's going to market next week. So that will be 3.
Nice.
We'll see.
Yeah. Well, hopefully Section 8 has people that they can send to you because it's not as. Do you have any Section 8 tenants?
I have 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. My experience with that so far is all right. I'm not going to say it's my favorite,
You're like,
but
knock on wood. They
yeah.
stopped replying to you as of today.
Yeah, well, just going through all the hoops with the government agency, like it was okay, and then also they don't want to pay like market rents. They want to be below market rents, but include all of the utilities, and I think that makes it even more difficult. But
Mm.
that's why I think it's funny when people are like, "Oh yeah, Section 8 is so good." It's like, yeah, they pay, but like they don't want to pay that much money, and they also like they'll look at the market rents, like they'll use FMR, but the issue with that is that includes the utilities.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I'll probably do some more just so I can get into some lower income housing projects at some point, because like having experience in both commercial and dealing with government agencies is a prerequisite to that. But I can't say it's my favorite.
I was saying one of my rentals moving out this coming week, and my other 2 projects. Sounds like you'll have your hands full, Flavio.
He's always got he's quiet, but he'll have like 3 or 4 deals going on at a time. He's working hard over there.
He's a silent sleeper.
What?
in the racing industry, okay, so like a sleeper car is something that looks like is like something to be like I don't know. I built a few of them. So like I took a Chevy Malibu for example, and I put like an LS motor in it.
Uh-huh.
So like a Chevy Malibu stock only has like I don't know 100 maybe 200 horsepower. Like they're a sedan. But when I put the LS motor in, now you have a vehicle that has like 600-700 horsepower and looks completely stock. And you pull up next to one and be like, "Do you want to race?" And then you hit the gas and it's like you're like, "Oh crap."
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I've
Like
never
this,
modified my cars, but no, it's interesting.
I
Just got a
think the
base
one
model Honda.
I think the ones I have now. I'm sorry. No, that one I modified. So half the ones I have now are not modified. No, that one's modified too. The one I'm currently sitting in is not modified.
There
No,
you go.
I changed that. Okay, so none of the vehicles I have are modified.
Or not modified.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all modified.
I don't know. It's just a base model Honda. Like it gets me where I need to go. It's got my maps in it and my Apple CarPlay, and I don't need anything else. You know.
I didn't do anything to the motor. Let's put it like that. I didn't do anything to create extra horsepower in this one.
There you go.
I ripped out and redid the stereo in this one.
Lynn, do you do anything like this? Modifying your
No.
car? Yeah, I figured. I'm just like point A, point B. I don't really care. It's a car. You know.
Well, for me, okay, like it's point A to point B. That like my vehicle is very, very basic,
Hmm.
but it was just the radio was so aggravating. Like I would try to call, like I'm not sure if you guys try to call through the radio or even like use the Bluetooth to make phone calls and stuff. And it was so aggravating because it wanted me to dial everything out as though it's as though I'm calling out of the country and stuff, and like a 16-digit phone number. It's like I don't know all this. Stop
Mhm.
making me do this. So I put a different radio in, but then the speakers didn't want to work right with it. I was like, oh, well, I'm just going to upgrade the whole system, and I put in a Bose stereo system. So, which is funny because back then I listened to music, but now I get to listen to those podcasts in like extremely good audio.
I don't know. I think the one mine came with works pretty well. But you know, I've seen some pretty cool mods. Like I've seen people put like the map, like what do you call that? Like the system that has like the map and all the different apps on it for the car. In
I did
like
that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not hard.
I don't know much about cars, but I had like a Honda Accord that took me all throughout college from like ages like 16 to I don't know 23, and it finally died.
Mhm.
And then after that, all I did was car leases because it was significantly cheaper and I wasn't making that much money. So it's like $200 a month for, I don't know, the whole time. I just kept getting car leases and I never had to do any maintenance. So I never had to have any problems with like the cars because they were leases. So they would just take it and service it.
Yeah, I have a friend that does that. Like he will only ever lease vehicles because he wants a new one every 2, 3 years. So he'll just like go lease like a new Accord or a truck or whatever he needs and never have to deal with any of the maintenance or anything like that.
And I only did electric cars, so I never like paid for gas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How much does that raise your electric bill?
For the car that I have right now is probably an additional $100 every 2 months.
That's
Because
not
my
too
bill
bad.
That's
is
not bad.
monthly, yeah.
Wow.
But I
Yeah.
do have solar panels, so that may contribute to that thing.
Okay.
Making it a little cheaper, but I
But
mean it's still
my
good.
niece doesn't, and it's like about the same.
Hmm.
But she lives in a townhouse, so I don't know if that because the bill is different.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm assuming they have same meter, but yeah.
I don't know, but that's surprising. I thought it was a lot more expensive to have an electric car. Hmm. I don't know, but yeah, that's about all I got. today. I don't know if y'all want to cover anything else or you want to wrap it up. It's up to you guys. One of you guys.
I'm good either way, honestly. There was something I wanted to ask you, but I can't remember what it was. It was what they keep talking about lately on Zuber's channel.
Mhm.
But I can't remember what they keep talking about.
Save it for next week. There you go.
Save it for next week.
Well, you
Yeah.
want to just answer the last question and then we
Yeah.
can.
Awesome. Who wants to go first on this one?
I don't have any
I can't see
vacation
it.
plan, guys. I'm accumulating points.
Oh, so I'm going to Korea in June. That's my next one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that should be fun. I'm going with my fiance and her family.
Cool.
What's the question? I can't see it.
Oh, when is the next vacation for you besides Vegas?
That's it.
It's a fun one.
I'll probably go camping and across Ohio, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania stuff. But no, Vegas. That's really it.
It's vacation.
Yeah. Camping's
Yeah.
a vacation.
I like camping. I camp simple.
There you go. That's as simple as it needs to be.
That's the last question.
I just roll up in a truck, and a lot of times I just sleep in the back on a sleeping pad.
Wow.
And I like to try to get a spot next to the creek, and I set up a fishing pole with a pole holder, and I strap it in. And I just let it sit there and let it go as I'm doing other stuff, building fires and taking pictures, and I pretty much almost never catch a fish.
I hope
Okay.
you bring food.
We'll think about the question that you had for us, Jack.
Yeah.
Next week.
Awesome.
Don't forget to tune in.
I'll see y'all